Today, we're visiting the world's most dangerous border with Alicia's parents.
Teeny tiny bit unnerving.
This is the border between North and South Korea known as the DMZ, or Demilitarized Zone.
We're going to North Korea.
This is a story of tunnels, bridges, and borders.
And a lot of missing soldiers were found here.
The most popular stop, the Observatory, where you can peer into the distant cities of North Korea. But the true highlight of our tour was our guide.
Half of his family is from North Korea.
He made us laugh, but also taught us that the consequences were very real to the families on either side.
It used to be that 3 days a year they could actually see each other. Currently they can't. 6 a.m. by far and away our earliest start yet. So our strategy on tour mornings has been to leave the Airbnb an hour before we have to be there, because almost all of our train transit takes like 30 minutes, and then we get coffee and food 30 minutes for our tour. But it's 6:30 and not even Starbucks is open yet until 7. It doesn't appear that much else is either. 25,000 coffee shops, but no coffee at 6:30 a.m. Dena, you have to back up. That's why it's yelling. I'm just kidding. I don't know why it's talking so much. Coffee. Need coffee.
Take 3. Thank goodness for E-Mart 24. That's open 24/7. It's the only thing open right now that has coffee. We got coffee.
Today there's 4 more DMZ tour buses.
Okay.
You're now on my list.
If there's no name, there's another tour guide. Yeah,
Okay.
you should ask them.
Thank you.
He's gonna come here.
Oh, okay.
Everyone has passport, right?
Yes, we
Yes.
all have passports.
Thank you. We're going to North Korea.
Will you unite to me?
Let's go. Follow me, please.
We upgraded last minute to the full day tour, so we get to stop at the Red Suspension Bridge. It's like super pretty and super famous. That's our first stop for the day. Red Bridge Bakery. Red Bridge. Red Bridge. Red Bridge.
Red Bridge, Red Bridge, Red Bridge, Red Bridge, Red Bridge.
Here's Mom's duck walk.
Your mom's so quick. You got this, Dena. You did it.
Good job, Mom.
I did it.
He has no idea how big of a liability you are on this tour.
So we're on a DMZ tour today, so a lot of the information and stops revolves around the Korean War, because that's when Korea was divided between North and South. So our first stop, this is a lake that we're pretty close to the North Korean border, and a lot of missing soldiers were found here. So they have been doing a lot of, like, what did you call it, excavations? I don't know. Well, they found a lot of them. I think they found all of the missing soldiers here, and they identify them, and then they send them back to their families, and they have a whole process for it. They even send money to the bereaved family if they confirm their identity. So it's pretty cool, the lengths that they're going through to honor the fallen heroes of the Korean War. Right here.
Do you know they say you have better balance if you run?
I am not ready. This is going to be a tough one.
Oh boy, it's cold.
We ran out and we're the first ones on the bridge. So it looks like we have the whole thing to ourselves, which is really cool. But it's a suspension bridge, right?
Yeah, it's definitely bouncing.
But it's like a really solid suspension bridge.
Yeah.
It's like the Golden Gate suspension bridge. This is so cool. Look at, you can see the wobble now.
Oh, it's freezing. There's literally no protection out here, so like the wind is just smashing into us. But he said on the bus that the cold wind is from, do you know where?
The north. It's from Siberia. Yeah.
So the wind we're getting today is cold, but it's from the north, from Siberia, versus when it comes from China, it's very warm.
Look at the wobble.
Is your mom just, no, your mom's very brave up there. She's on her own. I thought she'd be like holding on to your dad. I mean, everybody comes. So I think the play here is either do what we did, which is like just burst out there and get out in front. But if you can't, you just kind of wait till the tail end and you get fewer people. It's very nice.
It's warmer down here.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, not as windy. It's really just the wind that makes it cold here. Otherwise, it's quite nice temperature.
Yeah. They're communicating. I feel like all the birds are on high alert since we've been walking around the lake, just telling each other that we're here.
Maybe they're like North Korean spies.
I just read, what did I read? Of songbirds and snakes. And
Ooh.
once you...
Are there bird spies?
Ooh, they might be.
Oh.
I'm not giving it away, but...
Sounds like there's bird spies.
Yeah, I mean, I made this talking point, so there's a good chance there's bird spies. It's really beautiful. Lighting here is crazy good too.
Just, you know, springtime and everything's blooming.
Yeah, so many stairs.
Yeah.
This is the only stop I think they do this, but they drop you off in a different location and pick you up in a different location. And that is because we just walked down like a million stairs, so they drop you off at the top of the lake, drop you off at the bottom of the lake. That's very good planning, and we appreciate it very much. Okay, 15-minute drive. I think driving is gonna compose a lot of this tour today, and that's probably why it's 9 hours start to finish.
And after I buy the ticket, I'll be back here, and your passport return to you. Will be returned to you, not to Kim Jong-un.
It's crazy. It's a lot of buses. So, this is obviously a very, very popular tour. Oh my gosh.
Man, I fell asleep in there.
Yeah, I do.
God, it felt good.
I know, I didn't even know time passed.
I
He
know.
was like, wake up. I was like, what?
Honestly, that did not feel like 15 minutes.
It wasn't.
I don't think it was.
So it's 10:30. Usually we spend like 2 hours at this location, which is 1 hour free time and then 1 hour at the Memorial Park. However, there's literally limited spots for the buses, and we were like the 5th to last remaining bus that can go in, and we're going in an hour later than expected. So we're spending 3 hours here instead of 2, which means we're getting home a little later tonight, like 6. So he asked if anybody had dinner reservations. Luckily, we're going to Beer and Chicken, and there's no reservation required, I don't think. Hey guys, we couldn't hear anything you're saying. Can you just summarize it in like 30 seconds?
What's that?
So we couldn't hear anything he was saying. Can you summarize it in 30 seconds?
He's still single.
Perfect.
We booked this tour with Get Your Guide. There's a ton of different DMZ options. The link for our tour specifically will be in the description below. But I really like our tour guide because he has a really unique perspective. Half of his family is from North Korea and half of his family is from South Korea. And his grandfather went through a lot of stuff when they divided the country up, 38th parallel. So it's really interesting to hear his stories about his perspective of North Korea as a South Korean, especially being tied to it familially. It's very interesting. So we're starting to learn more about the current situation between North and South Korea and how people's families are on both sides of the border, and they've been waiting 70 years to meet them. Now they're close to their 90s and likely never able to see them again. Brothers and sisters, children, grandchildren. It's just really sad.
It used to be that 3 days a year they could actually see each other. Currently they can't have that 3-day reunion every year, but when they did, like, it's only 3 days to see someone. And I know that sometimes even in the US we don't see family enough, but we definitely have the availability to. Something we probably honestly take for granted far too often.
Okay, you guys remember our friends Jen and Elliot. We've traveled with them quite a bit. Their editor for their channel, Tima, lives here in South Korea. We met up with him. So he's given us a lot of information about how to do things and insight into the culture. And one of the things he said is that South Korea has the lowest birth rate of the entire world. It's like 0.72 or 0.74. One of the reasons it's so low is because every single man in the country has to go into military service before they turn 30. Otherwise they go into jail. And back when there was more fighting going on, a lot of those men would die and they'd have no children. So that has impacted the birth rate a lot, along with inflation and cost of living and the drive to start a career before family. It's just really interesting. I never would have guessed South Korea is the lowest birth rate.
And it was really interesting because like you don't even notice that you don't see children around here until he asked, have you seen a lot of kids? And we're like, no, we haven't.
I actually noticed though.
Your dad did?
Yeah.
I guess Mark noticed, but I just never even thought about it. And he said even if you see like strollers and stuff, more often than not, there's not kids in the strollers. There's actually just dogs in the strollers because small dogs are really popular in Korea. Super fascinating, the things you can overlook until someone points it out to you.
Right up to the gate. Korea's right there.
Before leaving from the Korean area, they decide to destroy this train.
Let's eat.
What are you gonna do?
A Boston cheeseburger and a hot and spicy burger.
We're getting lunch. We went to this Italian restaurant down the way on the second floor and they had a lot of reservations. Who makes reservations at a DMZ restaurant? That's so strange because there's so many empty tables, but luckily there's like this little Boston burger place down the hallway here that has food. How's the burger?
Good enough.
Right on par. Guide said the food is absolutely average. So we'll take it.
Oh, cute.
So much fun.
It's fresh, huh? Oh yeah.
Oh, that's like your favorite kind of cheese.
Well, this is the best cheese ever. So we've eaten lunch and then we just went immediately from there to eating snacks. This is what happens when you have an extra hour.
We eat a lot of snacks.
And now we're walking around just trying to pass the 3 hours that we have to wait until we go into the DMZ. They have like a little carnival right by the entrance, which I think is very interesting. Maybe it's for moments just like this, but we have about 45 minutes. They said we could also go back and sleep on the bus, which we have considered.
Wow, this would be a really nice area during like warm weather.
Really cool out here, you know that?
Yeah.
Is this a cafe here too?
Yeah, there's people upstairs eating.
That's nice looking.
No roller skating.
No roller skating? Who's bringing their roller skates here?
No cooking.
All right, we going to snore? Snore on the bus?
Yes.
That'd be kind of nice.
We're not in South Korea. Look at that pile of leaves, right? Pile of leaves. Landmark there. On our way to get to the observatory building over there, it's not allowed to take picture.
We're skipping the lift. That's too many people to squeeze into one elevator. All right, observatory time. Dena, no running. Interesting fact though, there's a shelter at the bottom of this place. Teeny tiny bit unnerving.
It's actually like a South Korean thing. There's shelters all over. So if you see this sign, that means it's a shelter, and it's usually like bus stations or underground or something like that.
So many people. All just looking at North Korea. How was it, Mark?
So crazy. There's so many towns so close to the border. It's really interesting. Like the third largest town in North Korea is right there with 300,000 people. That's wild.
Sorry.
No.
There's like a picture you can take through the telescopes of the North Korean flag. And apparently it's really easy on like Samsung devices or Androids, but not so much on iPhones. But apparently there's a little bit of an arms race to build the tallest flag. Eventually South Korea just decided this is no longer worth our time. So North Korea is at 160 meters, South Korea is at 100, but what they did on the South Korea side is they made the flag bigger. So the South Korea flag is much bigger than the North Korea flag. It's just shorter.
And they used to have like a music battle until like 2018. North Korea would play their like national anthem and like some propaganda songs, and then South Korea would play K-pop. Like Gangnam Style was really popular for a while.
Gangnam Style.
But now they agreed to stop doing that, so it's quiet up here. But there's a ton of telescopes.
Yeah.
Let's go look through those ones. I think this is the town over here. Oh, so hard. I can see the town, I don't see any people.
I'm trying to find people. It feels like you're spying on people.
We're really bad at it.
Really elaborately, but yeah, nothing to worry about here. We're terrible at it.
Oh, here we go.
You got it. That's pretty cool. You're doing it.
There is one coming. There is a bike.
On this road, like closer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You see it?
So
You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the last chance to see someone from North Korea. The trick is to, which thank you for telling us,
Yeah, lock it.
lock it long distance out there and bring it
Yeah,
down
because
here.
the problem is it will lock onto the glass.
Yeah.
Then you can film it.
Yeah.
So you have to lock it onto the distance.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing?
I don't know if I got it or not.
Okay. Thanks for the tips.
Yeah, thanks for your help.
You got it?
Yeah, it's like all this.
Oh, that's it? Okay,
Yeah.
I did see that. I thought it had like blue housetops.
It does.
It does?
It's just kind of like cloudy, I think.
What are you laughing at?
Huh?
What are you laughing at?
Oh, he's all, can you get a picture of me waving to him? And one of the guys goes, what if they would have waved back?
That would be
So I
epic.
laughed.
Oh my god, I love that.
Man, an hour seems like a really long time up here until you get here, and there's so much to see and do. Did you see any of the statues?
No, I didn't. I forgot about that. I think they're far away, aren't they?
Apparently there's a lot of statues of the important figures in North Korea.
And by important figures, you mean one person.
This Kim Il-sung statue is 20 meters tall.
Over 20 meters tall, there's like 38,000. That's crazy. He told us an interesting fact that there's only 4 statues of Jesus in the world over 20 meters tall, and there's 38,000 in North Korea. Whoa.
According to them.
According to them, yes.
Buy t-shirts one size bigger.
Buy it one size bigger? Okay. Thank you. That's a good shirt.
Yeah.
YOLO, Mark, you did it.
YOLO.
I talked him into it too.
Yeah, you did. YOLO.
He's like-
YOLO.
Alicia's dad thinks through every purchase like at length, so I encouraged him with the YOLO and he got it. You put it on?
You can see almost.
We good?
Yeah.
We're on our second stop in the DMZ and we're at the 3rd tunnel. This has a super interesting story where North Korea was trying to secretly dig a tunnel under the DMZ to get into South Korea, and South Korea found it and they're like, yeah, this is awkward, so we're gonna take this now. And so they re-changed the border around it.
I didn't know about the tunnels.
Yeah?
I didn't know about that.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know they were so, I didn't know there was 4.
So the tunnel was an invasion tunnel, and after it was detected, North Korea said it wasn't us. And then they later had a meeting with the UN. They covered it with coal powder, so they said it was coal mining. But there's a lot of evidence that just suggests it was North Korea trying to invade South Korea.
This was in the 70s, by the way. They found 4 tunnels total. We get to walk in there, but no cameras.
Whoa.
That was so hard. It was 350-meter walkway to the tunnel, which is located 73 meters underground. The incline was 11%. It was like great going down. We're like, oh, ha, 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 ha. And then you get down there and you have to like walk like this through the whole tunnel. And then I would hit my head like a million times. We had to wear hard hats, luckily. And we got to walk all the way to like, I think we're 103 meters from the North Korean border in the tunnel, but there's 3 iron walls to like protect. And then we couldn't bring our cameras or anything, so we just looked through like this tiny little hole and you could see the second wall. There's like moss growing under there and stuff.
It was beautiful in there.
It was so pretty.
It was weird.
I wanted to make like a fairy tale photo shoot there.
Yeah. Past the barbed wire though. Like,
Yeah, without the barbed wire and all the CCTVs.
yeah.
Mom's yelling at me again.
Let's go get in the picture.
Awesome, thank you.
Came 6,000 miles for that picture. This is like classic Dena. All the pictures first, And then if we have time for bathroom, we use the bathroom. We had time for the bathroom. Our guide says there's always time for bathroom. Very nice guy. You did it!
Look, she's running.
Photos, bathroom,
Mom,
everything.
hurry, hurry, hurry. They said last call. Let's go, get on the bus. No. Okay.
Sound just like your mom this morning.
You guys look more sexy than before. This exercise. After this exercise. And right here, this is a toll gate to North Korea. Workers who used to commute to North Korea across this toll gate.
That is so crazy. Just closed. So that's it, right? Is this the entrance to the town?
Yeah, I think so. So we're right at the entrance of the Reunification Village, which is the town built by like the US Army, right?
I think so.
To kind of encourage people to live closer to the border. It's not so scary.
It's like population 450, right?
Yeah, there's 450 people that live in there. It's a tax-free zone, so people don't have to pay taxes, and not just anybody can come live here, but they do work here. And we can't go inside it, but we can just see the entrance of it.
There it is. I think mostly this is just like a last stop for everybody to throw all this stuff away on their bus. Garbage. Go to the bathroom and get a drink and snack on the way home.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's mostly what it is. What is it?
Soybean ice cream.
Is it good?
Yeah. The more you eat it, the better it tastes.
This weather kind of fitting, to see North Korea like this.
Yeah. Yeah, we had such a nice morning too, and then when we get here, it's like...
Okay. Did you guys